this is Janet from Radar of God's Word. On my last podcast called Your Wondering Mind, I talked about how people spend most of their time thinking about something other than what they're doing now. And this mind wandering typically makes them unhappy. They think about what happened in the past, like regret, what might happen in the future that causes worry and anxiety, or what may never happen at all. That's like disappointment or discouragement and hopelessness. This mind wandering is the cause of most unhappiness in people's lives. So, science, like the scriptures, has found that living in the moment and resisting mind wandering leads to happiness. So, all we have is now, the present. The past is gone, and the future isn't here yet. So, in reality, all we have is now. You can think about the thoughts that God has for you because in Jeremiah 29:11 it says, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." An expected end means there is a point to your life. You're not just here without a purpose, just rambling around and wandering about aimlessly. Because it says in the scriptures, Paul says, press for the prize. When you get a prize, you win something. And this is the high calling of Jesus. There's a reason that Jesus got you, and you can get the reason or the purpose that God got you for. And you can have this destiny and this purpose in Jesus. So think good thoughts, think the same thoughts that God has about you, because God said he has all thoughts of peace. This is calmness, serenity, wholeness, completeness to make you happy. He does not have evil thoughts about you. So think about yourself the same way that God thinks about you. God has a purpose for your life, and the only way to have a future is to be living in the now or the present. You know and can see things on the horizon when you are living in the present. You can live in hope because you know and see, and you have something to look forward to. Paul says in Philippians 3:13, "Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before." So one thing that Paul does, he forgets what is behind, and behind is your past. And he's reaching forth. That means he's going forward into what's before him. And what's before you is your future. And if you're sitting, you have to be in the now moment to have a future. Because if you're looking behind you, you're not looking forward to see what is in front of you, what's on that horizon, which gives you hope and a purpose for living. So in reality, when you're living in the past and always looking behind, this is stealing your future. Your past will try to compete with your future. Compete means trying to win something, trying to be noticed or accepted or chosen. And it means trying to get a position. Your past is consciously or unconsciously striving for a position in your life. Your past is not competent to hold a position in your life. Competent means it's properly qualified or capable or sufficient. Only the present, the now, has a real being and exists. Something that exists continues to live and support life. Your past no longer exists. It has no life and is dead. So you need to be pro-life. Choose life over death as you live your life. Live in the now. Something dead cannot compete with something alive, and your present now is alive. Something that no longer exists, your past, cannot compete with something that does exist. That's your now, your present, because now is real. It supports and nourishes life. Many people give up or exchange today, that's the now, the present, for something done yesterday in the past. And they actually give up their life today, and they give up relationships, and they give up their future, their hope. When you give up today, you're also giving up your future, because that is what is on the horizon. There is actually an order to life. It is past, present, and future. And if you're parked in the past, you're missing the now, the present, which is where you can see and make your future, because you see things that are on the horizon, because you're looking, like Paul said, forward. James 1:8 says, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." Double-minded means you have two ways, or you have two thoughts. Unstable means you're not steady in purpose. You're wavering. You're not lasting. And you're not enduring. You're not firmly established. And Matthew 6:24 says, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or else he will hold on to one and despise the other." You cannot serve at the same time your past and your present, because you will hold on to the past, and then you'll despise your life now, and because you'll be thinking about things that happened to you or were going on in the past. So love your life now. Live in the land of the living and not the land of the dead. Hold on to your life now and let go of your non-existent dead past. Give it up, your past, that is, to live it up now. Till next time on Radar of God's Word, where we look for more ways, 4 days of heaven on earth. Till next time, see ya.